All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Mercolium, and you are watching The Devil's Advocates. This is a fun little satirical debate show where we're going to put two teams together and make them fight over my fun little questions here. We have Messiah of Keck. Messiah, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm tired. Working retail on Black Friday weekend is, it's not fun.
So, but at least you survived the Black Friday.
All
right. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Joining us once again. I know she's a little groggy. She's a little tired, but she's a little ball of fur. We have Lotus Wolf. Lotus, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll wake up eventually.
It's all right. It'll be the last one, and then you'll kick you into high gear, I'm guessing.
Yep, that'd be right.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. Now, we've got a special guest, well, special just like everybody else, but he's been away for a little while. The one, the only, Mr. Benny Hanna. How are you doing, sir?
What is up, sexy bitches and handsome motherfuckers?
That's a good entrance. How you been?
Nothing much, really.
Just kind of staying in the wings and waiting to come back on?
I hide in the shadows.
I know how that is. It's a good place to play. For this week's questions, we have false flags, free speech, equilibrium, crack a please, is it really, and my gun is bigger. Let's create some teams here. On the first up, Lotus. What side would you like to be on?
I'll be on pros, I guess. I haven't been on that yet.
Alright, so let's see.
It's probably the worst one to pick, but anyway.
Not really. It's a hit and miss, honestly. So we'll put Lotus up there on the pro side. Alright, there we go. That worked out well. Alright, going against Lotus, we have Messiah of Keck on the con side.
Cool.
With Lotus on the pro side, we're going to have, looks like red and only, which means Benny Hanna and Messiah of Keck are pro side.
Con
side, thank you. And first question is going to be equilibrium. The question is, one of the leading causes of human discourse is emotional instability. Should we use a substance to block human emotion?
Well, to kind of start this, what you need to understand is that a lot of human innovation has actually been achieved through our emotional desires to advance ourselves as a civilization. It's not purely an intellectual or a survival instinct which has driven us towards the future. There's been multiple advancements in not just in like social arts, but also in sciences, in historical research and whatnot, which has been driven by our desires to find out more about ourselves at a more fundamental level, something that reflects ourselves more than just for the betterment of ourselves, or not for the betterment of ourselves, for the quality of ourselves. And so, yeah, I feel like we should still keep an emotional component to everything that we do, which will help us, if nothing else, in motivation.
Okay, I'll say with emotion, 2 words, feminism and SJW. They use a lot of emotion in that in their politics and in everything like that, and it is a fucking disaster. It is the same with, we wouldn't have depression, we wouldn't have anxiety, we wouldn't have anything like that. And people would be able to get along with their work and not even have to worry about those things because logic is the only thing that helps us. Emotion and feelings does nothing. So
Except it provides individuality for every person. Yes, it does.
Different
Absolutely.
logics, different. No, it's logic.
No.
So wait a minute,
If you go based on logic
right?
and
Yes, you're on the pro
indisputable
side,
facts,
Fuck your feelings, and this medicine will help you fuck those
Yeah,
feelings,
right. Yeah,
okay?
fuck 'em.
Feelings causes things like this show to happen, spreading cancer to everyone. So everybody gets all emo and fifi about things, and then, oh, I can't control it. Well, guess what? Now we can.
That's right. You can control them now. You won't have things like depression and anxiety for one, and a lot of
All
people
these
seem
adults
to
act-
be having all that. Yeah.
And then you get all these adults acting like teenage girls of, well, I can't help it, I feel this way. Well, now we will take away that burden from them. We will save you from yourselves. And we will help you, because if you can't help it, let us help you. Let us help you.
All right, so I think we're going to move on. And this next round is going to go to the pro side first. The question is free speech. Should private companies be allowed to censor its members' speech?
Because they are private companies. I mean, it's their thing. It's not free speech then. It's paid speech. You're being paid to do something, and people are paying to use it. So nothing's free. And if you want to pay more, then you can open up that whole, quote unquote free speech. But I mean, they should be allowed to censor their members. I mean, hell, right now Twitter's having bear season called on a lot of people right now.
Yeah, and it also gives that company bad image if there's something not right.
So basically, what you're saying is, like, well, let me give you an example. Let's say someone has a different opinion, and the company fires that person. Are you trying to justify the wrongful termination of that person because they have such different opinions than you?
Well, look at it this way: they just opened up the job market for somebody else who's actually willing to conform to the company's standards.
But it still doesn't justify the wrongful termination.
Well, this is all a
Yeah,
money-making thing, because they could sue for the wrongful termination. So they're making money, and they opened it up for somebody else to be able to take their spot.
Yeah, and they could actually lose money if they keep people that say that that everyone else doesn't like to hear. They can lose money because no one will want to go to them. So it gives bad reputation.
They gotta lose money anyway, because if they do fire the person because of their freedom of speech, what happens is it's gotta look bad on the company. Look, that's
Not
just gonna
right.
stop the pro. It's one of those things where everyone has the right to the freedom of speech. They do. It shouldn't
Yeah,
matter.
okay. What if they talk about they love kiddie porn and things like that? Should they be censored then?
That's the thing. That's the only difference. It's one of those things where it depends on what it is.
Well, that's right. It would be depending on what it is, but it's still censoring, and it's a good thing to do, because otherwise.
Here's the thing. Look, here's the thing. It depends on the circumstances. If they say it and not do it, then there's where the issue comes in.
Who left?
Well, no, I mean, if it's on their own time and they're posting stuff, I mean, the company really can't do anything about it, or shouldn't be able to do anything about it, just so long as it doesn't negatively reflect upon their work experience or say anything bad about the company or their dealings.
So I think since we've got new people in here, we're gonna move on to the next one, because this one, that way they can start off with a new question. All right, so the next question of this round, oh Jesus, my gun is bigger. The U.S. military pays for a lot of standard medical procedures as a necessity. Should the military continue to pay for penis enlargements?
And we're on pro. Oh yeah, we're on pro.
Yes.
Yes, I would say yes.
Finally a gimme.
Why not though?
Here we go.
All right, con side,
you
this is to
cons.
you first.
You're against penis enlargement.
Yes.
Boo!
Well, yes,
You're
because
for under-equipping our military.
we're under equipping them because
They're
it's
not using their
pointless.
dicks to fight the enemy.
We're not.
They could if they'd make them
Yes,
bigger.
they could.
Right,
We could.
right.
They could.
Well,
Come on.
We're not South Vietnam.
Okay, first off, we don't have all of our fucking soldiers with their dicks hanging out fighting the fucking
We
ISIS,
should.
being like, "Woo! Look, I can
We
helicopter."
should.
No,
I approve meat spin. I think that's a great idea. They could hopefully just get away. Like, oh my god! And hopefully the enemy would just run away.
It would give a whole new meaning to mushroom clouding people, okay? So you link the military. Men are stripped of their rights everywhere, all across the world. And American soldiers go into these other countries And they'll look at the black guys, like out of Full Metal Jacket, and be like, no, too beaucoup when it comes to the black guy. How about we make all of our soldiers too beaucoup? All right, make America great again where it counts.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: dicks don't save wars; they cause them.
If you have a bigger gun, you could just blast them in the face. Who's gonna fight you then? If they can't see through a load of jizz, who's gonna fight you?
Say hello to the peacemaker.
Longer barrel, you've got longer range. You can hit targets from further away. So I mean,
yeah, when they come home,
here's the thing: no one can fucking smooch that fucking far.
Happy. So therefore, the marriage will last longer.
But here's this. It doesn't say that your dick can't be rock hard, so it's gonna be indestructible. So yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Hold on, let me ask you this:
the enemy would just laugh at us too hysterically, and then we could just shoot them while they're like.
That's one pro. That's one pro. See, that's one pro. It's a distraction. We could just use that while we use our real guns. There we go.
Well, hold on,
yeah, you drop. See, we wouldn't wear military fatigue pants anymore. We'd wear strategical battle kilts, and they could just lift their skirts, and while everybody's like, oh my god, what are they gonna do to our goats? Then you just blast them.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: have you ever seen guys splooge over 500 feet? No, because it can't do shit.
But we have the technology.
Yeah, when they
can rebuild.
That's what's gonna happen.
The money.
I'm sitting here reading the chat, and Token Toki says our guys could run out of the foxhole helicoptering their huge cocks. The enemy would be fucked.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking about if I've got a husband or something that goes into the army and gets an enlargement, I'll come home and I'll be fucking happy. Shit,
right?
Yeah.
You gotta get a bunch of these fucking soldiers running into the field naked ass with their fucking meat hanging out, spinning around. And if you think they're scare fucking ISIS? No, they're not.
Most effective military in the world.
Yes, it will.
This is right along with when Brown Bomber argued about women in the infantry. Put the women on the front lines, and all the burqa wearing, burqa loving men are like, oh my god, it's a woman. They run out there to fuck her, and then everybody else shoots them. This is right along there with that argument.
Well, it's a whole.
Yeah, but that only applies if the enemy soldiers are either gay or women.
It's a whole new meaning to hearts and minds.
What I think, ISIS will probably end up dropping their weapons and demand a penis enlargement from their bosses. So
Leader.
Well, here's the thing: you're being unfair to women also.
No, they're not. No way.
They don't have penises, so they can't experience the. They can't experience the penis enlargement. You want to know how fucking scared you
Oh, they can. Yes, we can.
Oh, once they get home from war,
done.
like,
we get done.
Red,
yes, let's fuck now.
As soon as they get their jobs done, they come home and we get done. We get right. The experience.
Yeah.
Kind of that's like arguing breast enlargements. So women shouldn't get breast enlargements because men can't enjoy it.
Well,
I think breast enlargements should be a human right.
That's okay.
Well, it is if you can
That's
afford
more
it.
or less for the baby's benefit. They have a right to be sucking on them.
Yeah.
for God's sake, think of the women.
That's what they are doing. They are thinking of the women with the penis enlargements.
Come home, baby, and fuck me over.
What if you get shot in the head?
All the marital woes, you know, that absent makes the heart grow fonder, the bigger dick makes the pussy grow wetter.
That's right. Just come home, and, you know, the marriage will last a lot longer.
You know, I can just imagine like all these soldiers that we like send home from like overseas that get killed, home without any pants on, and their mothers just get to see them lying in a coffin with like their uniform, they're all decked out, but they don't have any pants on or anything.
Yeah, that becomes the basic like army uniform. You have soldiers going to attention with their dicks hanging out.
The man would die happy.
They're,
Give
no,
him
they're,
a, can we give him a,
they're
can we give him a 21 gun salute?
No, guys, it's
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
just,
Choki says that
no, it's like
when the vets
they're-
come home and they retire, they could get careers as porn stars.
Yeah.
So we need
Guys,
to save
wait,
on the
guys.
budget. Is that they'd be making all kinds of money. We wouldn't have to worry about paying them out, money at the end. They'd be making them money.
guys.
Wait, this is gonna be a dumb question, but can you die from overdosing on penis enlargements?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Not from the
Yes.
surgery, but if you get a hard on, you lose the blood flow to your head.
Yes.
It all goes
Well,
down.
you'd have to
Also-
go long dong, the long dong silver route.
Have you ever seen?
Oh, gosh.
We got to be careful because apparently we made Thrax horny. So yeah.
Uh-oh.
He
If a dragon
always
blows a load, we all gonna die.
Well, Thrax, if you join the army, you can get a penis enlargement, so there's a win for you.
Wait, I wish it can be any kind of size, right? Or does it have to be the biggest?
Doesn't have to be the biggest, but it's America.
Let's
Go
get a
big
choice.
or go home.
Why not?
Yeah, isn't that part of the American attitude?
American dream.
Bigger the better. Yeah, bigger the better.
Go big or go home.
Just like anything else in America.
Okay, so I think Pro won that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Oh,
because-
who can't say no to this? Really?
You'd be surprised. All right, so we're gonna move on. This is after the third question, so that means we're going to mix up the teams and start all over again with new questions. So, boom. First up on the chopping block is Messiah. What side would you like, sir?
Put me on pro.
I'm gonna go pro. So where'd you drop? Drop you over there. Next up, going for the con side, is Ian Miles. Still there, Ian?
So con only?
Yes, you're on the con side.
Alright.
All right, joining Messiah F. Keck on the pro side. Looks like it's gonna be Lotus. Lotus, you're on the,
Woohoo,
or on the
pro
pro side. All right, going to the con side with Ian is Faggot. You're on the con side, sir.
Okay.
So a complete switch. Let's do this.
Pro side is going to be red. That means Benihana, you stay on the con side.
Yes. You were my Asian boy.
Remained an
rock.
antagonist.
All right, going to the next question. Transition, boom.
Okay, what
Next
side
question.
am I on? I had to refill my drink.
All right, next question is Crack a Please. Now for the actual question.
God damn. As a person, a man who cooks a lot of time, this should have been on my.
So the question is, and seeing as how you guys don't get to see it ahead of time, is it okay to be white?
Oh God.
Is it okay to be white?
As I said before,
It is-
too many white
It
people
is
like that.
It
Here's the
is
thing, though.
okay to
Here's the
be
thing.
white. It's just not okay to be the white YouTuber.
Hell yeah.
Hey, don't talk ill of the dead, okay?
And we cannot bring up what happened in 1990 behind an Arby's.
And the kids?
You can't bring it up, guys.
And
Yep.
Gemini Gemini saw it all.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
Here-
Gemini was
here-
there and saw the whole thing.
Okay,
The
here's
stuff
the
that didn't
thing.
happen.
As a person of color, aka the Asian, the superior race, can we say? I think that it's not okay to be white because they're not as good as us, and I think that
Bullshit.
whites. Yes, we can.
Bigger
Bigger
dick?
technologies.
Bigger dick?
White people, look,
I
at,
feel
look,
bad.
at, look at white people. They go around taking everyone's technology and use it as their own. That's fucking fantastic.
But we
You
made
know,
it.
we go everywhere. It doesn't matter.
It's okay to be white.
Take it, we
but
take
you have
it.
to be translucent white.
No,
make
it's
it
not.
better.
No, it's
No.
not okay to be white because
No.
white's oppressors.
White
See,
white
as
are
a
people are
ginger,
just the laziest.
I am the whitest of whites.
Yeah, so you're an oppressor.
Isn't it great? You know, we could be lazy. We could be like the most We take everyone's technology and make it our own and make it better.
Where's
come
our
back-
reparations?
We
Where's the
conquer the
reparations?
world.
No,
That's fucking fantastic. We're fucking brilliant.
no.
That's
Look at
brilliant.
Japan.
Well,
Look at Japan.
doing this while we're lazy. Yeah, well, guess what? Japan wouldn't have been as good as if the white people didn't drop bombs on them. You know, they were shit
Yep.
before, and then when the white
Two
people
nukes
dropped
created
bombs-
anime.
But then again,
One more to destroy it.
Then we use that advantage to make ourselves better again. So we
No,
backstabbed you.
that was
Should
because
all
the white
just
people.
eliminate the white.
I think I just made an argument against us. Is that we indirectly created anime.
See, it is okay to be white, but it's even better to be black or Asian.
No.
That's what you have to go with.
You white people need to have the Asian
No.
mentality. We have less crimes, at least. We can make less crimes, better work
Hey, Asian,
ethics.
do math. Do math. Do math.
The
Too bad.
logarithm.
No, that's-
Do math.
math.
The logarithm.
Wait a second, the Asians are the ones who
or-
are making up all the statistics.
Shut up.
Oh yeah. All lies. All lies. Asian people lie too much. You know they lie.
We have honor and pride to our country.
As it gets quiet.
Well,
Every country that white people have nuked, they were bad before, and then they end up better after. So white people are the best.
Yeah, we nuked
See, and
the
if it wasn't
communism
for the
out of
white
Russia.
people, you wouldn't have
Stop getting
Godzilla.
to their side, dick.
You wouldn't have
But
Godzilla.
we never nuked Russia, though. We nuked Japan.
No. We gave them the idea to develop nukes, and then they nuked themselves.
Okay.
Ah.
I mean, that
It was part of the
Chernobyl.
master plan all along. That was our mentality. All right, we can take out Japan, but we can also give the commies something to work for, and then eventually they'll just wipe each other out.
Yep, that's right. Fantastic. And all this for being lazy too.
Exactly.
You can't be.
How great is
Exactly.
that?
We sit back and
You
let
can be
it all
lazy.
happen.
Just let it happen.
Wait, we can't.
Name
But
me
you can't.
one good thing that a white person has done. Go ahead, name me one.
I
We
don't want
invented the
someone's
polio
head and-
vaccine.
Invented computers.
Because vaccines cause autism.
And that's why we have YouTubers.
Yeah,
We created
autism.
Nice. Created autism. Great.
Vaccines were made for were made from white people so they can give autism to the colored folk.
Here in China, we have these sort of really weird medicinal sources, from herbs to using fire to heal ourselves.
Yeah, and we took it all and made it all
Yeah,
better.
how well does that work for you?
Very well, apparently.
Apparently.
Isn't the Chinese people the ones who eat penis for virility?
No.
And babies.
No.
Just cut yourself open, perform
And
a
dogs,
first surgery.
cats, and all
But
pets.
much better, doctor.
At least we're more cultured than the white people.
Okay.
See, we don't-
first of
we
all-
have
first of
culture.
all,
Hey! It is okay to be white, and we do have culture. We have appropriated dreadlocks. We have appropriated frying rice. We have appropriated all kinds of things. It is okay to be white.
Tacos.
Everything else too.
You ruined Chinese food.
I'd also like to point out
We
that
made it
we
most
made it
edible.
better. We perfected it.
I'd like to point out that most of China's culture anymore is being influenced by America. You know how much the
Even they're
Chinese
trying
love
to become
American
white.
cigarettes and Coca-Cola?
Hold on. I got
Even
a
in
question-
Asia,
I got
they
a question
put
for the
creams
pro
on
side.
to become white. They are trying to become whiter. So it is more than okay
Yeah,
to
they-
be white.
you know,
Even
they put-
Asians don't want to be Asian anymore.
Hold on. I got a question for the pro side. Where's the reparations? Where they at?
Reparations?
Up your ass.
We let you ride the
Reparations
railroad
are
for
used to
free. It's
exist.
alright.
I left
They
them
get
with
to
the
exist in our society. And
I
we have
left them-
brought
Yeah,
other
and we made their
with
cultures
the
country
to
magical
our
better.
gift of the
own.
another.
That
No,
sounds
no, no.
that sounds a little racist, don't you think?
No, I'll tell you where I left him. I left him with the magical space unicorn. Now, what you have to do to meet him is you have to take a shotgun, you have to point the barrel towards yourself, and then pull the trigger, and then you got to go meet him, and then he'll lead you right towards him. That's where they're at.
That's where your reparations at.
You owe me some reparations.
No, I don't.
We don't owe reparations. We brought your culture to the rest of the world, the rest of the whole white world. It's not a whole wide world; it's a whole white world.
I'm
If
sorry,
it
I'm
wasn't for white
white.
folks, people
I'm
would never
sorry,
even
I'm
heard
white.
of
We gave you pierogies. No other race on the face of the planet eats pierogies.
There's a reason for that.
it.
You could just say pierogies are just basically stuffed, was it ravioli? Potato stuffed raviolis.
It's
no,
not
they
okay to be
make
white
pierogies
because
out of that
whites.
stuff, too.
It's not okay to be white because whites are more likely to shoot up schools and you're killing children. So you're saying that's okay?
No, those are just the emos who are influenced by anime.
Hey Benny,
Yeah, that's right. That's
Hey,
they're
Benny,
influenced by Asian culture.
Benny, we white people will accept your reparations for all the nice things like indoor plumbing, and computers we gave the Indians.
And we improved on
So
that.
he'll accept your reparations. Hey Tennessee, welcome to the Fuck Fest.
Welcome to just autism in general.
Yes.
Welcome
this
to
is-
Fuck Me Silly.
Well, welcome to the moment where we're slightly racist.
Well, welcome to the moment where we
Slightly.
actually realise that white people are the superior race in this world.
No.
Well, according to alternativehypothesis.com,
I swear to God, you bring facts in, I'm kicking you out.
no facts whatsoever on that site.
Okay. Oh Jesus. Now, okay, so I got a question. We got Caleb in the chat. Do we want to play?
Well, Caleb's a pom, so he should come in and say how great white people are, because being a pom, which is prisoner of the motherland, England,
Yeah, you're an Australian.
you know, the English infected everything.
You're ashamed to be white.
That was an intriguing argument there.
Well, through with that. Well, white is
All I'm hearing is
Right.
robots.
Yeah.
Fetch
You're,
your
Fucking
shit,
Australian internet? What the hell?
Caleb, you're
I changed
roboting.
minds.
am I
Alright.
still a robot?
No, you're not
Caleb,
a
you're
robot
letting
now.
the white
You're
people
good.
down. Come on, stop roboting.
See, this is why white people need to be exterminated.
Yeah.
Exterminated.
So my internet service provider is the reason all white people must die.
Yes!
Oh no, he's con.
Yes!
You traitor.
Hey,
Hey, let's do the white genocide.
Alright.
white genocide because my internet's shit.
Okay.
Give me
I
one more
agree.
second, then we're going to move on.
Okay, actually, one more thing. I will admit this. You can blame some other people, Ajit Pai, for some problems with the internet. Thank you, Ajit Pai.
I blame anime.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I blame all these little weeaboo faggots streaming their anime.
Don't make
Hey,
me play
Skittles
music.
wants to know if it would be
Yeah,
possible to
Japanese
start a
culture
trend of
fucked
white people
everyone.
asking black people
White
for
people
reparations for
appropriating
the free
anime.
ride across the Atlantic.
No, Benny's right. There was this one show on Netflix
Yes,
where
it'll-
it was Jaden
tweet
Jaden
that
Smith.
shit.
He ruined
Tweet
it.
that shit and I'll retweet it. We'll end
Hold
up on a
let-
list
let-
together.
Let me explain to you why white people are bad. You ever seen Death Note on Netflix?
Oh, no.
Very fucking.
I heard
No,
it
I've
was
never seen
awful. That was
Wait, Death
awful.
Note?
Never seen it.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
heard it was
seen it.
awful.
I like that.
I have taste.
I heard it was not that good.
We're going to move on to the next question since we're getting a little off track here.
Anime is cancer.
No,
So let's.
you're
wait,
cancer.
Feminism is cancer.
Who won that one?
Nobody.
I won that one.
I think we all lost, especially the people watching.
No,
Definitely.
I won that one. You all lost, I won. That's how this works.
We got two questions left, and we're gonna move on. One is pretty good. One is kind of bad. So we're gonna flip. Hopefully, it's the. Oh fuck, never mind. All right. Question title is false flags. False flags, and the question is: if someone flags someone else's content maliciously and without just cause, should they be held criminally liable? Okay, so let's see. Caleb, I'll let you take the pro side, and I'll jump on to balance it out on the con side. How's that?
Yeah, trust me, you guys don't want to hear bubonics, Mike.
Okay
You guys don't want to hear bubonics, Mike.
then. All right, Pro Side, you can take this one if you like.
Sure.
No,
Of course I should.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
not really.
I mean, haven't you ever heard of libel and slander? Those are real crimes.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Flagging
Compared
people's
to the-
things maliciously, you're hurting them feelings. And feelings are real now. Just ask the liberal media. And if you hurt them feelings, that's a crime. And then becomes a hate crime. And you's hurting me. And I don't like it, so you should go to jail.
The consequences. The thing is, the losses are not as bad as say murder or rape. And I don't think, and it's just the internet. The internet is always like this.
Yeah, but it's worse than
cancer.
smoking pot.
It's a fucking
If you smoke
video.
pot,
bro.
go to jail, so they should go to jail too.
Just ignore it. Really, just ignore it and
No.
just move on. It's not hurting you. It's not like somebody putting a knife to your
Yes,
arm.
it is. It's,
Yes, it is. Yeah, they're taking down my content that I worked really, really hard to make, and
Yeah,
now I'm
that's
losing
fine.
out on
Hold on.
made on
Hold
that.
on. Let me ask you a question. Where did the false flag touch you?
It touched me in my
Touched me on
on
my
the
butthole.
vagina. It touched me on the vagina.
They
You know what?
Okay.
Wait, it touched you on the vagina. Pixar, it didn't happen.
False flag.
Okay.
Hold
But
on.
then I'll get false
hold on.
flag.
False flag is not like Harvey Weinstein, for fuck's sake.
I'll tweet it out.
At least here's the thing. It's not like doxing. It's not like, hey, you guys doxed me, that stuff. Then I think you should be charged liminally. No, you're just taking down content at least.
Yeah, but that's people's livelihood. They make millions of dollars off.
Exactly.
YouTube,
Millions
of
Imagine
dollars
if-
off
millions
all right.
of dollars.
Twitter.
Here's the thing. Imagine if a scientist came up with a cure for cancer, and then some idiot came along and said, "No, that's my work," and he just knocks over everything. I would strangle that guy.
You could also
Or
use the system.
you could stop being a pussy.
Good answer there.
See, look, it touched me on the vagina. Being a pussy. Touch my pussy.
Grab her by the pussy.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Pixel didn't happen after we stole.
I'll tweet it out, and then I'll prove that false flag's wrong.
If you take a lie detector test, maybe then I will believe you.
I was there. I can vouch for it.
He was a rapist.
Yeah, the false flag also did that to me.
Alright, how about that?
It's
It's gonna be it's gonna be okay. Just take the lollipop.
It was legal in the country I kidnapped her in.
Oh, I didn't know you were from the Middle East.
Oh yeah.
Aloha, snack bar.
Admiral Snack Bar. It's a wrap.
Where else do you think Ekistan is?
Another good thing of
Pakistan? Great.
filing for thing, you could also sue them and make millions of dollars if they false flag you, and then they go to jail.
Yeah, then you make your money back for your work.
Yeah, most
That's
people
it.
with the false flagging have no money.
Oh my god! It takes you like what, like $20 to make a fucking video? You gonna sue someone for $1 million? Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
Yes,
That's pretty
that's my
fun.
intellectual property.
fucked ends up being $1 million because people like your content. You're also having all those people miss out on your wonderful, brilliant content. Emotions make the world go around. Emotions are great. So fuck false flagging emotions.
False flagging emotions. I don't know
See,
about
we have
this.
pills to help you with
I
that,
think my
though. See,
connection
we have
is
the
bad.
pills to help suppress those emotions.
Happy
Look,
pills.
Look. All I'm saying is, look at the doll and tell me where the false flag touched you.
It touched me in my feelings, bro.
On the pussy.
Did you guys hear any of any of what I just said? Because I think I just cut me out.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't.
Nope, it was good.
I don't know what's going on with this now.
You
What am I
heard the
doing?
part about
Yeah,
heard
Mole,
about
jump
the
in.
kids?
Nope.
Okay.
Kidnap my my internet content. So she should go
Exactly.
to jail.
Yeah. It's like kidnapping a child.
Exactly.
And you
Yes,
can't
but
support
the-
kidnapping
your
a child,
content
though, can
doesn't
you?
kick and scream.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't. It
You
goes
don't know what my
willingly.
does.
When
You're
I
not allowed
download
to
it off of
pick the
YouTube,
answer.
it doesn't say no, please don't.
Yes, it does. I put it in the description of every single one of my videos. No, please,
Once you
Dad.
put-
No,
once you
I'll
put
be a
up the
good
video,
boy.
the video- Once you put up the
Begging not to
video,
false flag me.
your video is consenting to the flags.
Your video is
No,
consenting.
I
to
put-
Are you pulling?
I
Are you pulling an
put down-
Amos E?
When I make content, I put down I do not consent to false flagging.
Wait a minute.
But you
it
consent
sounds like
to
somebody's
the
trying to put
action.
somebody in a van right now. I hear all that clinking and clanking, and it sounds like
Oh,
somebody being
sorry,
dragged
that's
into the back
me.
of a van.
Somebody's
Look,
put on
leave
the
my
bear.
panel plan out of this.
There's some kidnapping going on.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I probably should have made sure that she was out first. I'm sorry.
Now, AP and Ghastly plan felonies online. Other people need to quit committing the felonies online.
All right, so I think we're going to move on because we're getting close to the end here. We're going to move on to the last question, and this is going to be a free-for-all for everybody to jump in onto. You get to pick your side. For the last question, we're going to move on here. Yes, you can pick a side. You can pick the middle. If you want to get split right up the middle, go for it. Last question under the title, Is it really?
Is it really?
As
that
the
works.
phrase goes, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Now, with that in mind, if it happens in prison, is it gay?
Well,
It's gay.
No.
Only if the ball's touch.
Yeah,
I think-
it's absolutely fucking gay.
I would
Hey,
think
Caleb.
it depends on the situation.
It is gayer than traps.
No, I
Caleb can answer this question.
Caleb can answer this question. It's only gay if the ball's touch.
Yes. Yes.
It
Thank you.
depends on if you're giving or receiving. I mean, because in prison, it's not about the sex; it's about power.
No, it's about whether the
Hold on,
ball's
it
touch.
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter if you say no homo. It's still fucking gay.
No, it
I'm not saying
isn't.
it's not gay, but I'm
Because
just
the
saying.
The thing is,
The
where's
power
consent? Is the consent there? That's the thing.
Well, that's a rape question, not a. Not
Yeah,
a,
but men like to
Yeah.
get their dick wet, so it doesn't matter if it's shit that makes their dick wet or so.
And you got to remember, it's not
the
rape
poor
if you show
guys,
surprise.
there's no females around, so they need to get their dick wet somehow.
Get a little
But what
poopy
about a
dick.
female
Even the
prison?
mouth, the mouth, nice and wet and juicy.
Kill me.
So you guys straight up go on the that it's got to be a male prison, straight to the men. What about the female prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, women are lucky because they can use broomsticks and
So can a guy?
Where are they going to get
The
him?
thing is, what happens if you try to have sex with a whale? That's the thing.
I
See,
think you'd probably get killed.
Women in prison, we can, cuddle, do the pillow talk, and we don't just have to massage our own breasts and pretend they're there. Now we can, cuddle
Right.
other people.
Have you seen women in prison though?
Well, I've never been in a women's
Hey,
prison.
how you doing?
'Cause imagine there's certain ones who are just keep being completely crazy.
Oh, there
Alright.
is.
All right, is you the new meat? All right, let's get you going here.
I would imagine it's a microcosm of regular society. There's all kinds of people there,
No, it is not.
I would assume, why not? There's all kinds of people in prison. I mean, just because you're in prison doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. You made a mistake. I mean, you could be either you're a rapist or a killer, you're a bad person. But I mean,
Hey, what
yeah,
about some of
call it
those? What about some of
drugs.
those hot teachers? Those hot teachers that got busted for making little men's dreams come true.
yeah, that I don't know where I stand on that. I don't think I'd be too upset if I was one of them young men. They'd probably dream of that
junior high,
shit.
high school.
No.
I
It's still.
don't know.
Not my teachers.
No, me neither. They were when I was young.
Yeah, my teachers were all old and fugly, so I'm just
They
like,
look like they were like 95 and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Mine's were like young adult age.
I hate to break this to you, but children can't consent, unfortunately.
But we're talking
I know.
about a 16-year-old. That's not a child, dude.
No,
That's a
It's
law.
still-
But it depends on certain
it's
laws.
still-
Depends
it's
on
still
certain
a
laws.
minor
That's the
in
thing.
eye of the
Yes,
law.
it technically is still a minor, but I'm just saying that the guys, I'm sure, I'm not talking about the morality of it. I'm just saying that the guys did not mind at all. They were not forced to do anything. They were
Hold on.
willing
What makes
participants.
What makes you think that? What makes you think that?
because I'm a guy and I've been 16 and a stiff wind would get your dick hard. So I'm pretty sure they were consenting.
Well, I mean, that's the
Right.
thing. That's your case.
I'm just saying my
Merc.
I'm just giving my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not denying that. I'm just giving what I think.
That's
What I'm
Amos
saying
D.
is it's just one case. That's the thing.
Thank you. Same thing with Amos D. You'll say, well, if this is okay to one person, it's mean okay to everybody.
Well,
No,
just don't
it's
make it
subjective.
That's right. So you're advocating for? No, I better not say it. Keep going.
Yeah. I just still can't think about the whole Amos.
Yeah, I'm not advocating at all. I'm just saying that I don't think the boys minded it. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, of course they
My
don't.
point about the hot teachers is there's going to be hot women in there. I mean, you look at the guys in prison; they're not all too good looking either. Them hardened criminals. Those.
Hey,
bad
what you
boys.
talking about?
I can counteract to that. There's some ones who look good.
You look my fine.
You look. Hey, listen.
Yeah,
All I know is
boy.
that if
You gonna learn today.
Hey,
exactly.
a hottie with a naughty body is still a body willing to put out.
You're looking mighty fine in that orange jumpsuit, boy.
No. It's not an orange jumpsuit. It's an orange yoga suit.
Oh what?
I
Oh,
believe
yeah,
it's
my
gay,
God,
but
we're
that
gonna
gay
get
is
super
okay.
nod.
All right, so I'm gonna stop everybody
You're
there.
kind of pretty.
We're out of time. We're out of time
Prison
for
rape
this
is
episode. Real quick, I'm gonna let my scheduled guests give their little shout out. So we'll start off from the left to the right. Messiah of Keck, would you like to shill your shit?
Yeah, sure. To everybody who is watching, I'm just going to go post my channel here in the comments, the side chat, and I'm also going to put my Discord in there. I'm going to probably be doing, I might be able to get a video out tonight and another one tomorrow night now that I have audio for it. And I have a couple other things. One that might actually be controversial we're going to be delving into the gay gene.
Sounds hot.
Gee, was surprised.
Oh yeah, it is very sexual. So,
All right. Well, appreciate you coming on, Messiah Keck. It's always a pleasure.
oh yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Lotus, would you like to promote anything?
Well, I'm on Twitter. I've got a Discord, and I've got a YouTube channel. So if anyone wants to sub or anything like that, follow me. Even though my YouTube channel I've only made 4 videos, maybe in the last 12 months, but that's okay.
Is somebody playing copyrighted music?
Don't think so.
Not me.
No. Lotus, if you'd like to put your stuff into the chat, your links and stuff like that, feel free to. If you also send
Okay,
it to
I
me,
don't have a wrench, so I can't do that.
type something.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it.
If you type something, I'll wrench you.
Okay,
And while we're doing that, Benny Hanna, what would you like to?
there you go.
You can all follow me on my Twitter at BennyHanna97. If you love cancer and memes, you know where to go.
Benny will provide.
All right. The same to you. If you want to put your stuff in the chat, feel free to. I'm not sure if you're wrenched or not, but I'll wrench you if you aren't. But thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Red, can you still hear me, or are you
There's
busy?
my Discord.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Would you like to promote your little channel and your January unsuspension?
Yeah, so in January I'll be unsuspended from live streaming, but I actually do have a couple ideas. Today I'm supposed to be recording, but yeah, I'm almost at my 100th sub marker, so I got to figure out something to do for a little sub celebration. So I'm thinking of actually doing my 100 subscriber thing on Pornhub and streaming there. They can't flag me for my porn bloopers there.
Yes.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming on, and I'm going to give a real quick shout out. Caleb's Revenge is a new subscriber, as well as Octane Gamer. Thank you guys both for subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to be heading out here in a second. Remember, if you guys liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Feel free to submit questions if we feature them on the show. We will give you a shout out. Other than that, make sure you go subscribe to Messiah of Keck, Lotus Wolf, Red and Only, and Benny Hanna, because what they do put out is actually pretty good. So definitely go check them out and watch their stuff. Check out their tweets, you know, do all that fun stuff. Other than that, this has been the Devil's Advocates. I'm Napoleon, and we'll catch you guys next week.